Do you ever get that trumpet player or clarinet player who wants their music in B flat and you don't know what they're talking about? They're talking about transposition. Here's a simple breakdown of what it is, how it works and why we do it. I'm sure you're wondering why we get transposing instruments. In order to understand transposition more, it's helpful to know why we have to go through all this hassle in the first place. There are many reasons for why these instruments are like what they are. When changing between instruments such as the oboe to the cor anglais, or the alto saxophone to the tenor saxophone, it's helpful for the player, it's less for them to learn when the fingering stays the same. Some instruments are naturally made to sound the way they do, and their length affects the tuning. For an example, before valves were invented for the trumpets and the French horns in the 1800s, these instruments could only play the notes of the harmonic series. Horns used removable crooks to change the key of the instrument. Instruments are often transposed depending on how well their notes fit on the stave. More on that later. So then, what is transposition? Transposition means the performance of music in a different key. A transposing instrument is an instrument where the music for it is written in a different key to what it actually sounds. Confused? Let's go into detail. The piano works as a perfect ground block. The piano is in concert pitch, which means when you play a C, the note which you actually hear is a C. Concert pitch is the term used to refer to the actual sounding pitch. The instruments here are in concert pitch. Make sure you remember the term concert pitch. Now, let's have a look at the B flat clarinet and play a C major scale on it. This is what happens when you play a C major scale on the clarinet at the same time as playing a C major scale on the piano. That doesn't sound very nice. This happens because the clarinet C is actually a piano B flat. This is why it's called the B flat clarinet. It's a transposing instrument. A C on a B flat instrument is actually a B flat in concert pitch. So let's do our scales again. In order for the clarinet to sound the same as the piano, the clarinet will need to move up a tone and play a D major scale. So when the clarinet plays a D major scale, it will sound the same as a piano playing the C major scale. And doing things the other way round, whilst the clarinet plays C major, the piano will need to move down a tone to B flat major in order to sound the same. Let's have a look at a few examples where the transposition interval is a tone. If you are writing a part for a B flat transposed instrument, you will need to write your melody here up a tone like this. If you are transposing a B flat instrument part, so you want to play it in concert pitch, you'll need to transpose it down a tone like this. A lot of music notation software does this automatically for you. When producing a score, it's important to state whether the score is in C, in concert pitch, or it's transposed. When we have instruments in E flat, a similar principle applies. Here are some instruments in E flat. As I said, a similar principle applies. This time though, remember the instruments are in E flat. This means that a C written on these instruments are actually a concert pitch E flat. The interval of transposition this time is either a minor third or a major sixth. So, if we were to transpose for the alto saxophone, we would need to transpose our melody up a major sixth. And then we have a few instruments in F, listed here. To write for these instruments, you need to transpose down a perfect fifth. So there are some instruments which are regarded as transposing instruments, and that's because their written pitch is written an octave above or below their actual sounding pitch. These instruments include the double bass, which sounds an octave lower than what is written, or the piccolo, which sounds an octave higher than what is written. We do this because the music fits better on the stave. So there you have it. Now you know what transposition is and why we do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos from the Music Multiverse.